Hi everybody, and this is Jackie, and welcome to my channel with the brand new name. Just take a look down below. If you think you're lost, you're not really. Now, the other day, it took me a while to get it uploaded, several days after I actually made the video, but I did get in a shipment of things that I'm going to use for collage quilting, but a lot of it is going to go into the making of project bags for my Etsy shop. And they were fabrics from Emily Taylor at collagequilter.com. Now, I don't know if she still has that sale going on, but you don't find that high a quality of fabric very often for $6 and some odd cents a yard. And she will cut all the way down to 1/8 of a yard for you, because what she specializes in is collage quilting. So, but that's, so, you know, if you found something and you're a collage quilter and you only need a little bit. And also she has a new fabric of the month club that you might want to consider. It's stuff that's curated, a different theme every month, and is curated specifically for collage quilting. Now, she does carry other fabrics in her online store. She just recently opened a pretty good sized online fabric store, and I believe part of the reason she is having a sale, the only ones on sale were her own fabrics that she designed, but is because she's, I think, in the process of moving to a bigger facility because her business is doing pretty well. She's not got a bricks and mortar store. She's strictly online, and she does wholesale and retail. But if you want to check it out and see, that was a Labor Day sale. So I kind of think it may be over, but I'm not certain. But you can go to collagequilter.com and take a look around and see what she has. She has something on sale with fair frequency. I think I said something in the last video to make it look like she never had sales, and that really isn't true. I just meant that was an exceptionally good sale on her fabric. And it worries me a little bit that she's going to discontinue some of it because I love her fabrics, but on the other hand, whenever she's discontinued something, she comes out with something even better. So we'll just see. But I love all of her fabrics, so I hope she's not getting rid of any of them, because I know that she's had other fabrics that in the past that she no longer carries, because those particular, she's not stocking the collage quilts patterns they were made for any longer. So now today, I had told you I had some other orders coming in. One of them is a Fat Quarter Shop order. The other one is an Etsy order. It's for a book, and it's got Jane Austen projects in it and the history of Jane Austen. So I think I'm not going to do an opening for that one when it gets here in one of my other videos. Excuse my cough, I apologize. And then I have an order coming in. This is the one I forgot. For my life, I could not remember where this order was coming from. I have an order that's coming in from Hands Across the Sea over in the UK. I want to let you know, if you are a Hands Across the Sea fan, and not your local store or any of the stores you like to buy from online, don't seem to have the product, she has really, even with the new tariffs and everything, found ways to keep her shipping costs down. So for instance, there's no tariffs on bound books right now. So her patterns, if you're needing to order a pattern from her, there is no tariff on that. It's just going to be regular. Her flat rate shipping is $5 for everything. For no matter where in the world you live, she has it in her business model that it's flat rate shipping for $5. Now, I did order a panel from her because what I ordered, I'll go ahead and tell you, and then I'll show it during my next floss tube, is I've decided I want to do the 2026 stitch along. And so I ordered that pattern, and then I also ordered and I ordered it through her group. And I missed ordering their special for their group members. I totally forgot to order it. And that went, mind blank. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Anyway, I ordered her 2026 Stitch Along project and a pattern book. And then they were already out of the threads packets for it. Apparently, the thread packets were so popular because even by people who weren't doing the stitch along, I guess. So they got bought out within like less than just like 2 or 3 minutes of her posting the availability. Okay, there's Maverick, my little dog. My little dapple Dotson. He's a mini Dotson. You see he's wanting to join in. He was born with only one eye, but it does not stop him. I think you guys got to meet in a similar circumstance, Maverick, the other day. He's quite an active 6-month-old. And then Sweetie Pie is 4.5, and she is usually curled up right there, right behind me on the top of the chair. Now, he's gotten where he likes to get up there too, but he has so much energy, he's not up there long. So anyway, but when the Hands Across the Sea stuff gets here, I was telling you about the tariffs. I'm so sorry. So my tariff was only $3 between the book and the fabric panel. It's a project fabric panel that matches the 2026 stitch along. So I ordered it, so that is what's going on with that. Now, I did get in my fat quarter order, and so what you are going to see is an unboxing. Now, I did go ahead and remove it out of the box. I don't know why it came in such a big box. It wasn't even like 1/4 of the way full, but that's fine. Everything was in good condition, as always, from Fat Quarter Shop. And I want to tell you something about the Fat Quarter Shop. Because of the holiday weekend and all of that, it took a little bit longer for the stuff to leave the shop. But it wasn't anything that was done incorrectly. It's because of the holiday weekend. And then it got here overnight. Regular shipping. It wasn't even, they as soon as they got into that shop, they got that, over the holiday weekend, they got in there and they got that thing out. And, it seemed almost overnight to me anyway. They are fast shipping. So far, I've ordered from one company that it took a long time for them to even get it shipped out of the store. I've ordered, and that was patterns. I've ordered from Lindy Stitches, Lightning delivery. I have ordered from Colorado Cross Stitchers, Lightning delivery, and I get Lightning delivery every time from the Fat Quarter Shop, and the same thing with Collage Quilter. If I could have gotten the right fabric that I wanted from one of these other shops for my upcoming 250th anniversary of our country, my big sampler project, I would have ordered the fabric, because when I ordered patterns, it took forever. And then they lost my payment, and my bank was saying the payment went through, and they were saying the payment didn't go through. Now, that may not have been that store. That's why I'm kind of not saying anything. It may have been the company that they run their payments through. I really don't know how all of that works. But boy, let me tell you, I really prefer to work through these smaller shops. And, a lot of them, I think if you ever got a chance to visit them, they aren't as small as in my mind I'm thinking that they are, because they have so much inventory. I mean, the amount of cross stitch available, like on Colorado Stitcher's website. If I can't find it there, I can go to Lindy's, or I can go to Fat Quarter Shop, one of those three so far, and find it. Now, I haven't bought anything at the attic yet because I like to look at things, and they don't have an online shop. But I am going to visit the attic, and I don't know exactly when. It may not be till next fall because of some changes happening. I have a new job working in Florida for the winter at the national parks, and I plan to go west and then go to the attic. But that's not going to happen because I'm going to go the other way. And then after that, next spring, I have another national park that I want to leave Florida and just drive directly to that national park. So if I get accepted into a position there for the spring summer season, that's what would happen. So that's what I'm hoping happens, and time will tell. So I don't think I'm going to get to go to the attic till next fall. So without further ado, so what I'm going to do now is I've already pulled everything out of the Fat Quarter Shop's order because the box was just so big for this area of my little tiny, ultra tiny little studio. So there just wouldn't be room for that and both of my critters and this big giant chair I sit in. So, and then all of my craft stuff, my big sewing table that's right there. It's very crowded in here, you guys, I'll tell you that. So I'm going to we're going to do an unboxing, but everything is sitting around me, okay? But I haven't opened up any of the baggies, looked at it or anything. Now, I ordered myself, I was low on my supply of my neutral threads. So I got the Aurifil number 2000, which I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know if it's a 50 weight. And I use 50 weight for almost anything I do anymore. Other than garment sewing, I usually do go a little heavier with that. But I haven't made any garments in a while, although that is something that's going to be starting to happen. I'm sick and tired of not being able to find things that I want. And I've gained so much weight that all I have are my t-shirts and my stretchy pants and one pair of slacks right now. But I'm on a real strict weight loss program right now. So I should be able to get that fixed here pretty soon. We all know weight doesn't come off as fast as you put it on, but health will be coming my way. I'm going to feel a lot better, I know. But so anyway, and I really like to get more of this, but I also like to watch for it on sale. And it wasn't on sale. I paid full price for it. You don't see it on sale very often. Aurifil is such a nice thread. It's such a well-crafted thread. That they don't put them on sale too often, but sometimes directly on Aurifil's site they put it on sale. But since I had my order up to where I had free shipping, I just went ahead and tagged them onto this. Plus I needed them, and I just didn't want to place another order. Now I'm going to tell you the total cost of this order. Let me see here, excuse my hiccups. Oh, that's kind of funny because it's almost the same price as the one from the Collage Quilter. Now, I didn't get as much for this price, but it was none of it on sale, okay? So, yeah, I just paid regular price for it. But the Collage Quilter order, that was before shipping. Actually, I didn't pay shipping on that, so that was the total for the order. This one was $164.84, and then the tax was $13.58. So that, the Fat Quarter Shop is here in Texas, and we don't pay sales tax on our food that's uncooked. If you go to a deli in a grocery store, I believe that is taxed. But if you buy groceries, those aren't taxed. Now, I'm into making project bags right now, and I'm also doing several Lori Holt projects. So I thought I would get some of her panels. They're only $12. They're made from I guess you'd call this upholstery grade, almost a canvas-like material. And each panel, you get 4 larger bags and 4 smaller bags. Now, it does not include any kind of batting or anything like that you want, and it does not include your lining or your zipper. So it's basically just the design aspects of the bag. And the problem with showing you these is they're so big, the panels, that I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So what I'm going to do is unfold them and then show you the main design aspects on each one. Now, she recommends the happy zippers, but I have already ordered some zippers by the yard, so I am probably going to be doing that. Now, I think what's going to help with this order, wow, this is a big panel. This is like a couple of yards, and they were just, maybe I have that price wrong in my head. Okay, this particular one, they were different prices actually, $21.98 or $22.98 for the project panels. So I don't know why I thought they were $12. I thought this what I'm going to do is pop in the pictures after I show you the kind of the material and talk about it. You're not going to be able to see it, is the problem, the details or anything like that. But you can see this one here. This one is called, does she have the name of them on here? It just says Zippy Bags by Lori Holt, A Bee in My Bonnet. It doesn't say on here anywhere the title. So what I'm going to do is I ordered 3 of them. And I ordered 3 of them. I actually wanted a 4th one, and they are sold out. She's also got some smaller ones on there, panels that are for crocheting, where you put your crochet project inside. Those were less expensive because they made a smaller single bag, I think. These make 4 big bags and 4 small bags. I mean, 22 something, even though, yes, you still have to add your lining fabric. You still have to add your zipper, and you still have to add your batting. Then the expense of these bags, though, a lot of times doesn't end up being the fabric. It ends up being the batting, because I never find this particular stuff that I like to use on sale. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I'm going to show you the 3 of them that I got. I'm going to get a picture of each of them, and I'm going to post that here, and then you'll be able to see what I got, and what they what the different bags that are in there look like. So you can just stop the video anytime you want, and then make the picture larger and take a look. And but the 3 that I purchased were called My Happy Place, the Calico Home, and the Prairie Home ones. And they're all called the Zippy Bags. My Happy Place Home, and it says DEC Zippy Bags. The other one is Calico Home DEC Zippy Bags, number 2. And then Prairie Home Zippy Bags, number 3. and they're all panels. So those are the 3 that I got. Okay, now so that's what I got, those 3 panels. The other thing that I got is I'm going to be making a Jane Austen project bag. Those of you that watched my last unboxing, that not the last one, the one before that, probably saw that I have a lot of Jane Austen fabric that came in. And you may or may not know that 2026 is not only the 250th anniversary of our country here in the United States, which is utmost, but the second thing is it is the 250th birthday next December of Jane Austen. And if you are a Jane Austen fan, that's a big deal. I'm going to be doing several Jane Austen projects, one big giant Jane Austen sampler. I hope to get it done by next December. And I'm going to do a quilt. And every place that has that quilt right now is sold out of it. Jane Austen is big right now. So, but I want to make, I want to do a special decorative, I'm hoping that the Fat Quarter Shop gets some more of their the Jane Austen quilt kits in. Because they give you plenty of fabric. I've done 2 other kits with them. Last year I did 2. And I don't really like to do their block of the month. I much prefer to order a kit. So here in Texas, there was another shop that was doing a block of the month of the same quilt. And they stopped the sales before my Social Security check came in. So I didn't get to participate in that. So I'm on the lookout for that kit. And I'm not going to be able to buy it until sometime in December, I don't think. So if I can't find the kit, I'll at least try to find the pattern. So anyway, and I'm buying up Jane Austen stuff. I want to make myself some, and then I want to put stuff in my shop. But I got this charm to put on one of my project bags that I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be doing embroidery work. I'm going to be doing that panel. I'm making a lot of patriotic, and I'm also going to be doing several Jane Austen stuff, because they're 2 of my favorite things. So normally I would just have one patriotic going, though, and I'm going to be having several going. So there's that. Now the other thing that I got are these things. They're called Fabulous Fabric Glide for doing quilting on your domestic machine. And I'm not going to take them out of the box, but you can look on them and you can see. What you do is you get your machine all in quilting mode, and then you can use this to help you move your fabric around. And I have arthritis in my hands, and I've tried quilting. I use my gloves, the quilting gloves, and those help quite a bit. But what this works is like, because quilting on your domestic machine is almost like doing embroidery on a home machine that does embroidery, and they use hoops on those machines. And what this does is it creates a hoop to help stabilize your fabric. And you know, it's harder to stabilize a quilt because of all the layers in it, especially if you're doing collage quilts, which that's one of the things I do quite a bit of. But this helps stabilize the fabric from what they're telling me. And it's an open, it's like using a hoop, only it's open and it's not snapped down onto it. Excuse my hands shake a little bit. And you just pick it up and you move it to your new spot, and then you can move your fabric over. And it's supposed to help also with the discomfort that you can get in your body from quilting on a domestic machine. And it comes with 2 different sizes. Well, let me take it out. Let's see. And I've got 2 different collage quilts that I'm going to try really hard to get. They're wall hanging size is what they are. but I'm going to try really hard to get them done before I leave here now. Oh yeah, they're pretty good size, both of them. See? The little one's in the middle. And you can even, yeah. It's called the Gypsy Fabulous Fabric Glide. Now, Brother, the company, my quilting machine, it is a quilt, it's for quilting, specifically programmed in the programming for that and all that. Tons of pretty stitches, but it's not an embroidery machine. But it's got thousands of quilting stitches built into it, patterns. And so far, I've done just plain things or meandering. So, or the diamond patterns or just straight rows. But I hope to advance myself a little bit. And I can see here that these have got these little grippers. See the little toes all on the bottom? So we're going to see. I have a high hopes that they're going to work well. And I'll try them out on those, because you do thread painting on those collage quilts. And you're following the pattern of whatever you're doing. A flower, then you're going to make it, your thread is going to go and it's going to be like you're painting a flower with thread. The other thing is I love Annie's Soft and Stable. Now, someone was telling me that there is another brand just like Soft and Stable. I bought, and I've been trying out, some of you saw it in a previous haul, some of the iron-in foam stabilizer. I didn't really like that much. And maybe I just got too used to the Annie's Soft and Stable. But I think what I'm going to do, because there's just a lot of things that I want to do on my off time, for my Etsy shop and for me. And I may look into how much it costs to buy this stuff wholesale. The only problem with it is this is how big is this piece? 72 inches. So it's 2 yards by 58 inches. So it's 58 inches wide and 2 yards of that. And, well, I can get a decent amount of project bags. If I start making like big tote bags, and I do have a big like duffel bag that I've got the stuff to make. You go through a lot of this stuff. And so I need to try to find a less expensive way to get it, or an alternative product that's the same. Because the Annie Soft and Stable is covered with this kind of material, and it makes the fabric kind of sit over it in a way that it doesn't wrinkle, but it moves with the movement of the object. So if you press on it, it's going to move. It's not going to be rigidly stuck to any section. I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but let's see if it says here, provides structure and stability, easy to sew, firm yet resilient, softly napped face, eliminates any need for adhesives. And that's what I'm talking about right there. The way that it's made, your stuff stays put, but it's not got the negatives to the adhesives that the adhesives have, which is when you're trying to sew it, or stuff can get on there and get wrinkled. I just don't care that much anyway. But the finish with this stuff is really professional looking, and I guess that's the other part. And I like it in anything I've made that's in a bag format. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to finish using the iron-on one. I'm just going to have to be really, really careful when I'm ironing it on. But this is a pretty big piece, but I'm going to need more for all the project bag material that I bought. But it'll get me started. So that is my Fat Quarter Shop haul. Not nearly as big as the last one. But these panels the panels were the main thing I went there for. And I was going to go to Annie's and get the Soft and Stable, but they were about the same price at Fat Quarter Shop. And since I was up to the place to get the free shipping, I just put it in my basket there because they were about the same price. And the Fabric Glide by Gypsy Quilters, that was just something I happened to find. And so I went and I found some YouTube videos of people using them. And they said it made a huge amount of difference for them. So there are other brands of these out. These are just the ones that I saw had the grippers on the bottom. And I'm a purple fiend. Yep, purple is my game. All right, guys, so I am going to get this video edited and uploaded, and get some stitching done, because tomorrow is going to be a day that will be very, very busy. I don't know how much stitching, if I'm even going to get to stitch over the rest of the week and through the weekend, if truth be known. There's a lot that has to be done. But we shall see. Maybe I can at least get a little bit done in the evenings. And then my hope is next week to stitch in the mornings and in the evenings, and in the afternoons start working on getting some of these project bags done so I can get them in my shop. I still haven't gotten my zippers in yet. That's the only problem. I ordered them off Amazon, and I don't know why they're taking so long to get here. It says they're shipped by Amazon, so they should not be coming from overseas. So I don't know what the deal is. And I'm really excited to get that other project bag from Nicola at Hands Across the Sea. They're limited edition. She doesn't keep them around very long usually. And they're kind of high when you consider how many bags you got on this one. You got 4 big bags and 4 little bags on this one from Lori Holt. For the most expensive one was $22.98. The other two were $21.98. So let's say $22, $23. For $22, basically, you get a panel to make 4 big bags and 4 little bags. Now, I do think her fabric, the Hands Across the Sea one, comes with the lining. And it also comes with the binding because they're bound bags. So, so the only thing you really have to provide is the zipper and the, like I like to put the soft and stable or batting, whatever it is you like to put in. So, but she designs the fabric for them just like Lori Holt does, and just like Collage Quilter designs her own fabric. So I have in my wish list, and actually one's in my cart right now at Fat Quarter Shop, another Jane Austen charm. And then there's a third one. So, because I'm kind of hoping to make a big enough bag to keep my quilt in once I get it, but I may not. You know, that just takes up a lot of space. And when I'm in the van and I start quilting, I'm only going to be able to get the tops done. Even if I go out to a quilter while I'm on the road and get them quilted, they're going to take up so much room in the van that I just won't be able to do that. So they're just going to, what I'm going to be doing when I make quilts until my next trip home. And after the first year goes by, I'll be home several times a year for short periods of time, and I can quilt them then. So I'll be able to quilt my project bags, because I'm taking my featherweight with me, and I'm just going to do straightforward quilting. And I've got a walking foot for my featherweight. So that's what I'll be doing for that. Okay, guys. Once again, sorry it's taken me so long. I'm thinking at the same time I'm talking. I'll try to get most of this edited out. So it wasn't as big a haul as the one from the other day, but it's a cool haul with these project panels. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.